How's everybody doing on this wonderful, well, it's not really, I was going to say blustery day, but it's not real bad out right now here in Ohio. In case you're new and you don't know where I'm at, where I'm located, I'm in Ohio. And it is in the 30s, but it's sunny, so it's not real terrible. I think it's actually got close to 40 today. Temperature's starting to dip back down now because it is 4:04 p.m. But wasn't terrible. I actually went out and worked outside for a little bit today. I'm cleaning up some daylilies and perennials and so forth at one of our locations. Again, if you're new and you don't know, my regular job, my 9 to 5, if you will, but it normally is much longer than 9 to 5, especially the 3/4 of the year when it's warm out. I work for I'm going to say which restaurant, but I work for a restaurant franchise that has a number of locations. I think we have a total of 11 locations. I work in our one that's located in Troy, which is the next town up from where I live. And then once I get out of the restaurant, out of the kitchen area, I do maintenance. Landscaping, power washing, paint, tile, odds and ends. But 3/4 of the year, most of the maintenance I do is just landscaping and power washing. But so that's what I was doing today, was cleaning up some of the stuff at one of the locations. I need to do a few more, but we'll see how the weather holds out. I think we're expected to get a decent amount of snow this Friday. I think Thursday, start maybe now. I think they're saying like Thursday night into Friday, and then it'll be tapering off like Christmas Eve morning. So we'll wait and see. Of course, that's 2 days away, because today's Tuesday. So by then it could be worse, or they might change it and say, "Oh, we're only going to get a dusting." So it's Ohio. You never know. Changes from minute to minute. But anyway, what I'm here to do today is, I knew there was a package coming today, but I didn't know what it was. But this is what it is. Obviously, you could tell by the title of this video that this is my newest Horrorpack Bluray. Horrorpack is a monthly subscription box. You'll find a link down below to Horrorpack. They have two different versions. They have a Blu-ray version and a regular DVD version. If you are so inclined, and you really love horror, like I do, but I limited myself to one of them, you can actually subscribe to both versions, the DVD and Blu-ray, because you don't get the same movies on Blu-ray as DVDs each month. So you can basically subscribe to both, and most likely get 8 different movies. Sometimes you get a multi-pack on one of the Blu-rays or one of the DVDs, or it has several movies on one disc, which is always nice because then you're actually even getting more for your money. The DVD version is $24.99 a month. You get 4 DVDs, one of them being a limited edition. I'll touch more on that here in a second. The Blu-ray is $29.99 a month. Again, 4 Blu-rays, one of them being a limited edition. Free shipping within the continental United States. Limited edition. What that means, in most cases, is that it is more like an independent film by a smaller studio that is released specifically through Horrorpack. Occasionally, the limited edition means that it might be a bigger studio movie, or like a theatrical release movie, but there's something special about it that's being done through Horrorpack, either extra bonus features or different cover art, or there's something that makes it unique to the Horrorpack. Occasionally, not very often, but occasionally, what really makes it a limited edition is because it's signed by one of the cast members or the director or the producer or something like that. They've done that a couple times. But overall, you get your money's worth because, I mean, like I said, I get the Blu-ray one, so if I were to go buy any of these movies on Blu-ray, chances are, even conservatively, you're going to be paying probably $15. So times 4, you're looking at $60. And, so you're basically paying like half of what you would if you were to go buy them separately. So it's a good deal, especially if you're a horror fan and you're like me, you're old school. I mean, I am old, but I didn't want to insult any of you by saying you're old. But I am old. I'll openly admit it. 51. I know some people will say, "Well, you're not old. That's not old." It feels like it some days. Okay, so I just go with it. I just roll with it. Yeah, I'm old. I accept it. Not kid myself, but saying, "Well, you're getting older." Well, we're all getting older. Okay, you can't help that. But at a certain point, I think once you hit 50, it's safe to just say you're old. Okay, you've lived half a century. Okay, when you put it like that, it sounds old. All right, but being old, I'm old school in the sense that I like having DVDs and Blu-rays. Comes with books. I like having actual hardback books that I can open and smell the pages and stuff. Just ambiently, not like stick my face in the book to actually smell the pages. I'm not that weird. But a good book does smell good. Have you ever gone into like a bookstore, especially one that has older books? People that love reading and love having books know what I'm talking about. And with music, I got like 500 plus CDs, not CDDs, but just CDs. I don't even know what CDDs are. I'm sure there's something like that. But yeah, I got like 500 plus. And I like having the actual discs. I like having some vinyl records. At one point, I like having it on cassette tapes. Of course, back then, they didn't have all the streaming services that they do today. In fact, they really didn't have any. Because back then, again, showing my age, back then, the big thing was America Online. That's what everybody used to get on the internet. And it was slower than crap. I mean, if you want to listen to music on that, you're only going to hear sporadic parts of the song because it was terrible. Thank goodness things have gotten better. And now you can stream whole albums if you want to in crystal clear clarity. But I'm old school. I like having actual CDs because I always look at it this way, okay? I mean, if your power goes out, then unless you're using your phone to do it, you're pretty much screwed, because your modem and everything and your router is going to be off, so you're not going to be able to use actually the Wi-Fi in your house, even for your phone. You're going to have to use the actual data through whatever service you have if you want to listen to or watch movies or something on your phone, if your power goes out in the house. Okay, so if the power goes out, you're screwed no matter what. But if your internet just goes down, but you still have electric power in the house, well then if you got DVDs, you got Blu-rays, if you got CDs, then you're good. You can still keep yourself entertained. And if you got books, well then it don't matter if the power goes out or not. Just get yourself a flashlight and sit there and read a book. You know what I'm saying? Which is something I wish I actually had time to do. I mean, not necessarily with a flashlight. Because, again, I'm getting older, so my eyes aren't as vibrant as they used to be. Still got pretty good eyesight, but you can tell it's not, especially like in dark settings, it's a little bit harder for me to read small print and stuff. But that happens. There's no way of getting around that. Alright, enough of me babbling and babbling and babbling and babbling. I like to do that. Not necessarily by choice sometimes. Sometimes it just happens. Nice little box I will keep. They also come in this nice little bubble mailer, which, again, I will keep. Because I also do have my own business. Besides my regular job, I do have my own business. I'm a licensed business. I have an FEIN. I submit sales tax and usage tax. All that good stuff. Vendor's license. It is the old treasure isle. You'll find information down below about it. I sell on Mercari, Poshmark, and eventually I'm going to start doing Whatnot auctions again. I need to get followers on Whatnot, so check me out on Whatnot. Follow me on there. Once I get a good following on there, I'm going to start doing some more Whatnot live auctions. All right, here we go. If anybody's still watching after me babbling for 10 minutes, let's see some horror movies, shall we? Oh, first, nice. I haven't seen this. We have Stephen King's Doctor Sleep, which is essentially like the sequel to The Shining. This is the director's cut. So I'll be eager to check this out because I haven't really heard. I know this has been out for a while, but I haven't really heard too many people really do a comparison as to how it compares to The Shining. I'm going to guess that I'll probably like it, but I will probably still think that The Shining was better. And mainly just because The Shining had Jack frickin' Nicholson in it. You know, nothing against Ewan McGregor. I love Ewan McGregor. I mean, he makes an incredible Obi-Wan. But, I mean, Jack Nicholson, come on. I mean, I think even Ewan McGregor would agree with, not too many people can compare with Jack Nicholson. Number 2. We have got The Lodge. Here's a quote from, I can't read who it's from again. Small print. Really small print. Maybe you can read it. But it says, scary as hell, the next great horror film is here. So, The Lodge. Okay. Cover really don't get a whole lot away as to what it might be about. You know, sometimes you get a pretty good idea of what a movie's going to be about. I mean, either just by the title and, I mean, more specifically than just something generalized like this. Obviously there's a lodge involved somehow, but outside of that, this title really don't tell you anything. Unlike, say, like An American Werewolf in London. Okay, that title pretty much tells you exactly what the movie's going to be about. There's an American that becomes a werewolf, but he's in London. Okay? Spoiler alert if you haven't actually seen that movie. Check it out. It's a great movie. But I mean, you see kind of a cross pattern here, the light on her face. So I'm guessing there's going to be some maybe demonic or religious attributes, if you will, in some way. But outside of that, and even the back really don't. I mean, obviously I could read it and give the synopsis, but like the picture on the back really don't do anything either. But I'll know when I watch it. Number 3. And this is the Horrorpack Limited Edition. We have 13 Sleighs Till Christmas. This says, and I quote, on December 24th, 5 seemingly random men are invited to a dive bar for by a mysterious email. See, here we go, eyeballs. They decide to pass the time by resurrecting the old tradition of telling scary stories on Christmas Eve. As each take turns spinning years of Yuletide terror, it becomes evident they may be harboring a dark and deadly secret. So I'm guessing overall, there's an overall story about these 5 guys being invited to this bar by an email. But while they're there, they tell each other scary stories, and that's probably like the vignettes, if you will, these smaller stories within the overall story. And then ultimately there's probably something, some twist or something at the end in the overall story. So this will be a great one to watch on Christmas, right? Cool. And the last one we have is, we got a double pack of Gremlins and Gremlins 2, the new batch. I think I have Gremlins. I think. I'll have to look. But I know I don't have Gremlins 2. So if I do have Gremlins, well, depending. Because, I mean, this don't look like it has any... I mean, I'll have to look, I'll have to put it in and check it out. But it doesn't look like it has any, like, bonus features for these movies. It looks like it's maybe just the 2 movies. And I kind of like bonus features. I like going in and watching bonus features. I keep telling myself that one of these days, I'm going to start taking all the movies I've seen before that I have on Blu-ray or DVD, and all the ones that have, like, commentary that you can listen to while you're watching a movie. I'm going to start watching them and listening to those commentaries, because it's amazing what the revelations and the insight you can get into the filmmaking process, especially in regards to that movie, by listening to that. You know, and a lot of times it's done by, you know, the director or the producer or some of the actors, and you know, it's really special. I mean, I wouldn't recommend doing it if you haven't actually seen the movie. But if you've watched the movie, or if, especially a movie you've seen multiple times, throw it in and watch it with the commentary on. But yeah, I'll have to check to see if I have Gremlins, and if so, how much, like, what the bonus features and stuff are. I'll probably. I mean, obviously I'm going to keep this because I don't have Gremlins 2, but I probably won't get rid of my other one if it's got a bunch of bonus features on it. So, well, there we go. That was the Horrorpack Blu-ray for December 2022. Whimpering, whining. Every time she hears a noise, she whines. She thinks somebody coming to the house or something's going on. She's nuts. But yeah, make sure you check out Horrorpack if you are a horror buff. I have yet to be disappointed. And amazingly, like I said, I might already have the first Gremlins, but in the, I want to say like 2 years, maybe longer that I've been doing this, there's only been like a handful, probably less than 5 times, where I actually got a Blu-ray that I already had, or movie, I should say. I already got a movie that I already had. But in most of those cases, it was ones that I had on DVD, not Blu-ray. So it kind of worked out in my favor, because then I was able to keep the Blu-ray one and get rid of my DVD. So, check out Horrorpack. You won't be disappointed. I'll also put information again about my business, my Mercari, my Poshmark, so forth. I got all kinds of stuff on there. So, and I mean, it goes without saying, most people should know this. If you're watching YouTube, you should know this, but I'm going to ask you anyhow. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. Don't cost you anything. It will help me out. And if you're not a subscriber, subscribe. I do all kinds of different unboxings and ramble off topic. I sometimes rather entertaining. So yeah. Subscribe. Hit that notification bell. I greatly appreciate it. Until the next time, which the next thing will be, I'm thinking maybe Bambox might be. So I know my regular Bambox shipped, and then the first 2 fire sale boxes I bought, which one was I think a horror one, and one was a geek or like pop culture one, I think. Pretty sure those shipped too. And then I just got shipping notice for my next mystery mail call from Comic Tom 101 shipped. So I'll be doing some unboxing some comics here soon too. So subscribe to see all that and much, much more. If I don't get another video, or if Christmas is already gone by the time this is up, I want to say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Whatever you celebrate, I hope you have a wonderful time with friends and family. Eat some good food. I hope you get what you want. And, yeah. I think that's it. So, look out for yourself and those around you so we all have a much better chance of staying safe and healthy. Until next time. See ya.